Good evening and welcome everybody to Rocket Rackers TV. We are live from Ronnie's Pool Hall in Southampton. Tonight is a Challenge 25 Group C match between Simon Flaxman and Rio Smith. Yep, tonight's tournament is Challenge 25. We are nearing the end of the group stage now. Tonight's Group C match between Simon Flaxman and Rio Smith will be seeing Simon try and win his way into a Gold Cup place. And Rio Smith, if he can claim victory and enough frame difference, might find himself into 5th. And he does have another game to play as well. Rio Smith's last game will be against Daniel Ayling. So Rio Smith with a possible 10 points, but it's unlikely he's going to win both of those matches 29-0. So you could say realistically, a possible 6 points up to 14 points would put him in silver if he wins his last two matches. So Simon aiming to get into the gold, Rio Smith aiming to get into the silver cups. We are very, 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 very nearly finished. We've just got a few matches to go. 1 in Group B, 2 in Group C. We've got 3 in Group D. And I haven't processed it yet, but I think Frank Jakeway has pulled out, so we'll process those matches as victories for his opponents. Just a little shout out for Southampton Hospitals charity. We've done a lot of work over the last couple of years keeping Southampton together. So if you're looking for a charity to support, they are a good shout. And tonight's action is live from Rocket Ronnies in Southampton. They're a fantastic pool hall. Now I am just looking across and they are ready to lag for the break. So both players using a red ball today. I'll tell you which one succeeds. And it's Rio Smith that wins the lag there. So there you go. Rio Smith has broken and he got a yellow down, but he also put the white down. That's unfortunate. And we got a few people logged in today watching this live. That's good. Welcome everybody. Moonhead's on the chat. So yes, that's right. If Simon Flaxman wins today, that will push Aaron out of Gold Cup spot. So I think Aaron will be rooting for Rio tonight. Simon's on these yellows. Now we got a bit unfortunate with how that yellow rolled up to the ball line cushion there. But he's got an angle to go for it now. Now if he's straight on this, he's probably just want to screw back so we can deal with the yellow on the bottom right. Oh, well, he's punched it. And he's got a hampered shot on this. And that will give him enough angle, though, to come across, as he has to take his last yellow into the bottom right pocket. So a hampered shot here. Oh, and that's unlucky. He's just touched it as he came across. And that looks like a turn ending deflection there. Oh, and the white stayed out, and Rio comes to the table. So he's got to cut into the middle. He can put this bottom red into the bottom right. He's going to take this middle red into the middle right pocket now. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell and share the video with your friends. It all helps Rocket Rackers TV do what we do every week. Looks like Rio's gonna just to make sure that when he takes this red by the left middle pocket, it comes down for these last two. Now, if he takes the top one, he's going to push the bottom red towards the bottom cushion. So if he takes the bottom one, then he's going to have to be really careful to control this cue ball. Well, he might try and pot this to the middle. I think cutting it in will take a lot of cue ball control. They try to double there. And if Simon gets this pot, then the black is sitting over the pocket nicely. Oh, it was a difficult one. Oh, well, it's a bit unlucky there. I was concerned for a moment he was going to put the black in, but he does have a shot. Well, do or die for Simon Flaxman for the first frame. And Rio Smith took that frame to make it 1-0. And this is Simon Flaxman to break frame 2. Well, it's a solid break. He's got a red and yellow down. These yellows look nicely spread, but there's one or two by a cushion. Whereas you feel like you could just pick these reds off one by one. And that's what Simon intends to do. and he'll probably take the lower of these two reds. He just needs to just put a little screw on it. Or maybe with the angle, he'll fancy just putting a little bit of side on it coming across. Well, it's not the angle he would have wanted. It's going to need a good shot here. Well, there's a good shot he got, and he got on the black, and he's made it 1-1. With a nice break dish there. Oh, just to let everybody know that that video is not working, so we will talk about that in a minute when I have refreshed that page. For now, Rio Smith is the break, frame 3. Well, that one's come up dry. I don't know what it is with YouTube, but you set a video to be embedded, which means the video should be allowed to feature on other websites. And then you keep having to check that box. It's quite frustrating. Now, Flaxman's on the reds. Just looking at a plant there. It's a tad ambitious, but he's got a yellow by the pocket to assist him if need be, and he makes it. Is anyone watching tonight supporting either Simon or Rio? Let me know in the chat. I'll give you a shout out. Oh, an unusually lax shot there by Simon. Let Rio onto this table. Simon is the sort of man who goes hard in life. He's a personal trainer and he runs various fitness courses. And then get in touch with him if that interests you. up early in the morning though. Sessions that start from 6:45. I'm still in my bed moaning about the sunlight at that time. Yep, Simon wants them both to lose. Well, sadly that's not possible, but you just have to suffer one of them winning. That Simon A is in the chat. He runs the Q Sports Academy here at Ronnies every Saturday morning from 10 till 12 now. I think 9 o'clock was a tad too early, even for the parents to get them down here for. So that is now 10 until 12 p.m. Saturday mornings, Q Sports Academy. If you're looking to get your 10 to 18-year-old into Q Sports, I'm going to turn him into a hustler. Oh, has he touched a... He hasn't touched a cushion there. That's most unlucky. Rio's given Simon a foul. Well, he had the free ball and he used it to develop his red, clear the pocket of the yellow, and he's behind his most difficult red, so it's quite a good shot there. Worked out quite well. But he is quite far away from these reds now, and he's on the cushion. It's a good shot required. Yeah, Simon's just saying in the chat, 3 hours may be a bit long to hold the attention of the children. That's probably fair enough. I can't even get my son to sit down and watch a film for half an hour, let alone try and get them to focus on holding a cue and concentrating over a table under the lights for 3 hours. And Simon makes that 2-1. Alright, let's give this another go. I'm probably going to have to refresh the browser. There you go. So coming up on Sunday evening, late afternoon from 4 p.m, we have another money match. Ben Lindsay again in action versus Rich Chalk for £300 in a race to 15. He's not been given a head start this time. So if you're looking for something to watch on Sunday, then we got some local money being staked. And there's a good break there by Simon. He's got a yellow down. Well, he's taking the opportunity to play a cheeky double. Not sure if he intended to double that or it was just a bit of a soft miss. He's done well there. These yellows are sitting up. A good shot is required here. It's a thin cut which will let the cue ball run on. He's knocked it into the black. So now he's going to have to get behind this black with this shot. Wow, look at that. There's a fantastic shot there. And that's perfect. And he makes it 3-1 with another break dish. Well, Simon Flaxman's definitely turned up today. That's 2 brilliant frames out of 3 there on the trot. And there we go, gets the stats up. And this is frame 5. Rio Smith to break. There's a thunderous break. He's got a yellow down. He's got a good spread. And there's a chance here for Rio. He doesn't want to let Simon run away with this. He's gone for a plant on the reds, and he's got it. He's going to need another plant here. Yeah. And is he going to need another one? Well, I was going to have a little joke about veganism and plant-based pool then, but I didn't get to make it. I think you have to have 3 in a row to justify puns. As you can see in the shot in the top right corner, there's some various goods still to be unpacked here at Rocket Ronnies. They've just gone through a period of investment, getting new furniture in. There's a nice little double there, just to get himself in good position. Simon's in good form today. Seems like he's come here tonight ready to win this match. And that's a fantastic shot there. And he's dished up to make it 4-1. Well, Simon is definitely doing all he can to make it into our end of year dish up super cut, if slash when we make one. I mean, that's 3 out of 5 frames have been cleared down in under 4 minutes. And it's Simon Flaxman to break frame 6. Oh, but he's put the cue ball down. Maybe the first misstep of this match. Rio Smith with the ball in hand now has a chance to shape this frame. Jack Coop's in the house. Rio would take his free shot to develop that problem yellow. Now he's just got to figure out which way around this table he wants to go. Everything's set up now. All it requires is discipline. He's just got to be careful he doesn't hurt his yellow here. And he's done brilliantly there. Good cue ball control. Checking after every shot where he needs the cue ball to be. Well, that'll force him onto the middle one, which is not a problem. But he does want to make sure that he has a suitable angle to not need to come through the reds to get onto the black. He's on this shot, but he is hampered by this black. So a good shot required here. Oh, brilliant. He put a bit of side on there. It was top heavy, but with a bit of side. And that just pulled the cue ball the right way off the bottom cushion. And he's reverse dish to make it 4-2. Well, that's a good response there by Rio. I mean, he didn't really have much of an opportunity to do anything in the last few frames as Simon went on a bit of a rampant run, but Rio has responded with a dish of his own. 4 dishes in 6 frames in this match. It's heating up to be a good one. forget to like, subscribe and share with all your friends, if you have any friends. Not everybody does, but if you do, then let them know that this awesome match is happening tonight. Come on, 4 dishes out of 6 frames. Why aren't you sharing it? And Rio Smith is now to break frame 7. Big break. Is anything going to go in? Oh, everything just manages to stay out there. It's quite a congested table down the bottom, so it's going to require some work from Simon Flaxman here. Of course, these two have been so aggressive. They've jumped straight into the next frames. I've barely had a chance to talk about anything between frames. But this is a best of 25 frames, so all frames must be played. Just like in football, even if you're 5-0 down at half time, you've still got to play the other 45 minutes. With the challenge 25, even if you lost the first 13 frames, you've still got to play the other 12. But that gives players the opportunity to make the most of a bad situation and try and improve their frame rate before the end of the match. So come the end of the group stage, if you are level on someone with points, then it goes to frame rate. So it's worth fighting to the bitter end in the challenge 25. Now Simon's got a red up to the top right here. He's got 2 reds, both those top ones. But he needs to figure out how to get onto this red below the black. Oh, he's put it over the pocket. And that's why there was some hesitation. Well, it was a good strategical approach. You may not get the dish in this frame, but he's now occupying a very important pocket. And I think Rio was trying to get the in off on that shot. I think he might... no, not this one. I think it's a bit much to ask to get the in off from a plant. But it does look like everything's in the way here. So we might need to go for a plant anyway. He's gone for a tactical one there. He's snookered him on, fully snookered him on 2 balls. I think Simon can see the red closest to the black. I'm not sure if there's a shot there. He's gone for it. No. Rio's really been searching for this way to pot a yellow and put that red down at the same time. It's a good shot there. Now I think he's going to try and get the yellow to put the red down, with the yellow following closely behind it. Has he? Ah, perfect. Get that little double kiss there, just to finish the job. Now he has cleared the pocket, but it doesn't look like he's on a shot now. Or is he? We'll just try and play a container shot there. But Simon does have this red up to the top. Oh, and he's rattled it in the pocket. And that must be difficult for some of you local viewers to watch this instead of the Southampton match, but I doubt you're going to have much success in that one anyway. And a good shot there by Simon. Maybe he would have felt that he could have come down a bit more onto that black. But this requires perfection personified from Rio Smith. He's either going to double this yellow, or he's going to have to come down on the left-hand side of it after this long pot. I don't think skill shots apply to the black. Any of you black ball heads want to clarify that? Because it looks like Rio's looking at it. Oh, and he's got it. Excellent skill shot there, so that must be fine, otherwise he wouldn't have done it. So he did very well to make sure he had a good, nice straight angle on that yellow to finish up. Little word for coffee number one, Shirley, if you fancy a hot brew. But this is frame 8. Simon Flaxman to break. See, they're not giving me a chance to talk about anything tonight. So dry break there by Simon Flaxman. And Rio would be happy. He's now 4-3. He was 4-1. And if it went to 5-1, then it starts to become a bit of an insurmountable gap early on. We saw Rio in action in the money match against Ben Lindsay on Sunday, and he spent the whole match fighting from behind. He doesn't want to become familiar with that experience. Oh, it was a good attempt to try and, but that just flick off the black there. And now Simon Flaxman has the free shot. There's a few free tables here tonight at Ronnies. If you're wondering what to do, they're open for another 4 hours. Well, Simon's played a little developmental shot there. Looks like he wants the reds. Well, he is the reds because Rio's yellows. Might be a good opportunity to take this red down the rail. Even if he is a bit hampered by this black. Well, he's taken that pocket again, but it's not as essential for Rio in this frame. Wow, good shot required here to get onto this last yellow. He's very close to his object ball, so he can only put so much power into it. And he's ended up clashing with a red, but he has kind of tied it up. So that'll at least force Simon to have to deal with it. And Simon wants Rio to deal with it. Well, I don't think he's going to get a skill shot out of that. So, oh, he's fouled. He's fouled. So that'll give Simon the ball in hand. Now the black does go to this top right pocket. Top left rather. It doesn't go to the top right. Well, Simon's on the black. And he makes it 5-3. There's frame 9 with Rio Smith to break. Looks like another dry break. And so Simon's back in on the reds. Just give the camera a little tweak there. Simon's been very clinical so far, and he's got a good chance. And he's on a dry dish at the moment. He's got 2 reds to go. A bit of a difficult shot here, but he'd have made these ones before. He's opted to make it his last red and try and improve his angle on it. Simon A is in the building. Get me a lemonade. Tell very much. Oh, and he's pulled that red and put it back where it started. Yep, Simon A runs the Q Sports Academy here Saturday mornings at Ronnies Pool Hall from 10 p.m. till 12 p.m. Get rid of the kids for a couple of hours. Make Simon look after them. He is CBS checked. He is a clean and wholesome individual. You can trust him. Well, Rio knows he needs to take his opportunities in this match because Simon is in good form. That was a good shot there to split those 2 yellows up. Oh, it's just caught a deflection there. A couple of times he's done that now. And it looks like the top Spurs have gone one up. That's a good shot there by Rio. Oh, sorry, it was Simon paid the recovery. Oh, he just played a double attempt and missed it. He was too busy celebrating Tottenham's goal. I'm not a Tottenham fan. I'm just the opposite of a Saints fan. But Rio's looking good right here. He's got a perfect, nice little shot on the black. Well, some superb queuing there by Rio. Smashing those yellows down to make it 5-4. Sorry for the faff on this, but everything was a little bit of a mess today. There you go, that's what I wanted to get up. Happy Day Multimedia. I am happy to do some creative web streaming and social services for you. Not social services, but social media services. If you've got some web or creative or multimedia needs and you'd rather someone else do them and you're looking to give someone some work, then get in touch. I'll be happy to do some of that for you. In the meantime, Simon Flaxman's got a good break. He's got a yellow down. And yellows he progresses with. Well, Simon's working through these yellows. He's on to the last one now. Well, he's just got to get onto this last difficult black. And he's not got the easiest angle to do it with. So, immense cue ball control. And he's not quite got it there. He's looking at 2 cushions, I think. No. And it enables Rio Smith to come to the table. This is a good chance here. Either to attack these reds or get himself a free shot at some point. looks like the Saints have equalised. A bit of a cheer from the hall. And as the graphic suggests, please like, subscribe and hit the notification bell on Rocket Rackers TV to ensure you never miss a shot. If he plays with the big pocket, he's going to need to make sure there's enough pace to push the red somewhere useful. He's done it ever so gently as to barely disturb it at all. And Rio's looking good here. He just needs to make sure he's got a good position on the black. And he's slightly underrun it there, or overrun it. But the double's on. And he could just cut it. Let us know in the chat what you would do. He's gone for the double. And he's made it, and he's made it 5-5 with a dish. 5 frames, 5 dishes. So this match is now on. And Simon Ayers is with us. Hey Simon, how you doing?
I'm good. How is everyone? I don't know, because they can't answer backwards.
No, they can't. I've been trying to tell them, encourage them to get in the chats, but we've only had you and Aaron so far, but that's fine.
Oh, so that's who Moonhead is. That makes sense. I get it now.
Well, we've had 10 frames, 5 dishes. It's 5-5, so this match is in a good situation here.
Yeah, it was a good finish from Rio there. I just saw. Ooh, that's unlucky. Ooh, it's going to ball.
Yeah, he's got it.
I would have been a sickener if that yellow had stayed out and had left an easy clearance.
Well, especially with Simon's form at the moment, he's more than happy to clear them. So
yeah, absolutely,
he's one of those one opportunity players.
Yeah, I saw a few of the early. I was coming up here anyway, but I saw a few of the early frames, and yeah, Simon seemed to be taken out virtually every time he came to the tape. The first game was a bit strange, wasn't it, actually?
Yeah.
But after that, he did quite a few good clearances, didn't he? So.
Yeah, it was almost a concern that he might run away with it, but Rio's managed to take his opportunities, and
he looks to be playing a lot more confidently.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, I've got a chicken burger. I forgot all about that.
Yeah, it does that. Yeah, ever developing things. There you go. I've got a new virtual scoreboard, but I haven't configured the tablet yet, so it keeps turning itself off every 5 minutes or so.
Right.
As I finger it a little bit, and it's not quite perfected in the dimensions of everything, but
he's a bit funny. I don't know if he's got a clear shot at the yellow over the pocket there. If he hasn't, he's got a bit of a testy shot. He's playing safe. It's not a bad choice.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's.
I think he's left
a
cut
double
to the top right, maybe, and yeah, the double to the middle. I suppose he'll play the double because it just opens his awkward ball out.
But then Rio is in good form now as well, so if he leaves the table, then he could be walking away from the frame at this point.
I think, am I right in saying, oh, what a great shot.
Am
I right in saying that Simon needs to win every frame to get to top the table now? Doesn't he need to get...
Oh, is that a possibility, is it? Let's have a quick look.
I think he's like 4 points behind the top.
Let's have a look there. Where are we? Yep, so if he wins at least all but one of the remaining frames.
Oh, does he only need 19?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if he wins by 19 frames, which is unlikely, then he would be superior on frame difference to take top spot. But I think it's safe to say at this point that Robert Parscart has that top spot.
Yeah, he did really well. He played really well against me. And then he beat Simon Flaxman the same day, having just beaten me as well. So, yeah, fair play to him.
Yeah, the hot hand. Oh, he just didn't get the touch he wanted there.
No, that was, I was asking a lot that shot to get a good result out of it. He's in a bit. This isn't a very nice situation he's ended up in here, actually. Even if he tries playing the long shot down the rail, he's kind of bridging over the red, over the cushion. I think he's going to have to, either he's going to have to go for a silly double in the middle pocket or something funny like that, or he's just going to have to take his medicine and hope Rio doesn't clear up, maybe.
Yeah, it would be the first time in the match he goes behind if Rio comes and clears up.
That said, I've seen Simon pull some miracles out before, so never know. It wouldn't surprise me to see him double this in the middle and then put the one down the rail in the black. I don't see anything else. It's not straight enough on the one down the rail to screw back up the table. Oh, I think he's odds against getting anything good out of this. I guess he's just trying to leave it over the corner.
Yeah, give himself a better chance if he does get to return to the table there.
Yeah. Have a ball over a corner, just needs to be careful where he leaves the cue ball for this. If he's playing anything other than one over the corner, he's off his nut.
Yeah, he needs.
There you go.
He's too far from the other ones, really, isn't he?
No, that's nicely played. The sort of shot you can. When I was commentating on Adam's match the other day, and he had a few balls over the corners of the pockets and just took them for granted and ended up in no man's land. Just it's so easy to mess them up.
Yeah, you still have to focus on putting the cue ball in the correct place.
I tell you what, he's got a chance to go in front here. This will be a big thing. He's done really well to come back into this match.
I say watching the money match on Sunday with Rio, he spent that whole match fighting from behind.
Yeah, I saw a lot of that match as well, actually.
Yeah, but
he's hitting the ball much more positively today. Definitely noticed that though. He just looks a much better player. Maybe didn't he have to give quite a big start, like 3 racks or
gave
something
3,
like that?
yeah.
So maybe that kind of dented his confidence and he never really
and
got
then
going.
And then Ben, was able to pick up a few frames as well.
That could have gone wrong.
I think he went like 8-1 ahead, no, 6-1 ahead or something. So
well done.
And there he goes, making it 6-5 to Rio Smith.
Right, I've got time for a bite of my chicken burger then.
Yeah, you eat that before it gets cold, and then you can come back on the mic. I've heard that eating on the microphone is a terrible thing, so I'll give you 5 minutes, and then you can rejoin us after you filled your belly. So, yeah, Rio Smith going 6-5 ahead. He's done well to not drop his head and to make sure he stays in this match, and he's been rewarded. And now it's on to Simon Flaxman, who's breaking frame 12. Well, it's a fair spread, but nothing's gone down, so an open table for Rio Smith. And these yellows look quite good. How's the chicken in this place?
It's lovely, actually.
Yeah?
For a pool hall, it doesn't have any right to be as good as it is, to be honest.
Oh, that's good to hear. Yeah, being a plantarian, I haven't sampled the meats of this establishment, so you can feel free to promote them if you want.
Oh, that was a big arse, that shot. That was a horrible little shot. I don't see any advantage of that because that yellow on the over the corner pocket wasn't exactly covering any of the reds. So you might as well just get the easy shot and leave yourself in a better position.
Yeah, claim a colour.
Yeah, exactly. He's probably gifted this game away, really. if anything, he's made it even easier for Simon just by manoeuvring that yellow in a better position. They're frustrated. If you somebody like Rio and you lost a game like this, these are the real frustrating games to lose because they're like soft. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just
one is your mistake, and it was a simple mistake maybe, and then that was the only.
You've just gifted it to your opponent basically, and it's just a bit sickening, really.
Yeah, especially if he goes and dishes it up. Well, it won't be a dish, but it will certainly be a clearance. And that will turn your stomach.
Just got to mind his work a little bit. I think it's a bit. That yellow's near the bottom right of the table. He might be better off getting on that now, but he might be a bit thin on this yellow over the corner to do it. I don't know what he's played there. I think he tried playing it with check side to come inside those reds, but he's just killed the white. I think that was really on.
He's probably going to have to take this the top yellow up to the top right now.
Yeah, it shouldn't be much of a problem. Really has to stop the white there or roll forward a little bit. Yeah. Oh.
He's the wrong side of it, it seems. He's going to...
It's actually on the one bottom left.
Yeah, he is,
bottom right,
yeah.
sorry, isn't he? Might choose to play that one. He's got a big window to land on to get on his last yellow.
Yeah, nothing seems to be in his path. He doesn't have to avoid the reds, really, if he takes that bottom yellow. Just looking at the calendar, this may be our last Challenge 25 group match stream. So if that's the case, I'm certainly glad that we've got these two talents here tonight putting on a show for us. But saying that, he's just...
I didn't see what happened there. I don't know if he decelerated on it a little bit. We got a recap on the screen.
We've got a recap, yeah. It'll be at some point I will implement a replay.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he decelerated on it. I think he was trying to play a delicate shot that wasn't really on to hold for the black. Would have been better off stunning off on the cushion.
Well, Rio will be thankful because he got into the lead and it would look like he was about to give the lead away straight away.
This is suddenly a really big frame. Just has to be careful. Again, this is one of those ones. You can just mess this up, even though you think you wouldn't. Well, that's worked out beautifully, actually. Played a good shot. That was, again, it was risky, but the way they've opened has worked out really well. Yeah,
like you say, he's been very positive and confident.
Oh, absolutely. It's really good. Good to see. I played against Rio a couple of months ago, and he started really well against me. And I thought, and I was that was while I was on a run of like horrendous losses, and I thought, oh, here we go again. But then he just... oh, that's a poor shot. That was so careless. He's in a bit of trouble here because if he screws past the middle pocket... Oh, God. That's so careless. I was going to say, if he screws past the middle pocket, it could hit the yellow in the corner. But he didn't even get past the middle pocket. Oh, that's a big opportunity down the pan there. Done all the hard work and then just played a careless positional shot. That's what I'm saying. I keep saying this, so it's so easy. You can have the balls in the middle of the table. If you don't put that little bit of extra concentration in, you can kind of screw it up from anywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was playing against him, and he started off really well. He's potting really confidently, like he was just then. And then, I don't know, I won a couple of games. He just kind of...
dropped his head.
Yeah, he really lost his confidence and concentration. And then by halfway through the game, he couldn't even deliver the cue properly. And I kind of noticed that a little bit during his match. I've seen a couple of matches recently. I saw a match with him that was on Sunday, and he was struggling quite early on in that match, but he came back really well into it. And he played against my friend Luke Garnes in a tournament in Basingstoke at the start of the year, and again he's just struggling to deliver his cue. It's all a little bit of it's just confidence, I think.
Yeah, and maintaining consistency.
He might actually benefit from like having a sort of a more rehearsed cue action, like somebody like Mark Selby or Sean Murphy, just to make sure he does the same thing every time and doesn't rush it and gets the cue through. Nice break though.
Yep. Fantastic spread there, and he's got a red down. The reds are looking quite good. It's just the one on the bottom right cushion.
Yeah. Yeah, yellows are slightly better, but
Yeah.
he's not really got a nice opener, has he? Pot this one in the middle and maybe hold the white on the red, but potentially if he gets a bad kiss on the red, he won't have a shot on the yellow in the top right, so it might be worth just taking his medicine and playing the reds. Yeah, so he's looking at potting the yellow. Oh no, actually I don't know what he's looking at. He's looking at cutting this in. This is dodgy.
Well, he's pulled it off, but yeah, it was a little bit chaos there. I think he's got away with it.
Well, it's kind of worked okay-ish.
Yeah, he could have easily tied up that yellow that was travelling down the table.
That's the important thing. Was he potted the ball? That's a nice shot.
Yeah. And now he's back in position.
Yeah, once again, he's got another chance to take the lead. Just got a little bit careless last time, so just need. This one's there's a straightforward pattern, but you just have to get the white in the precise position for each shot. It's like this one here. He needs to make sure he's dead straight on that yellow to the bottom right, so he can stop the white there, and he's straight in on the one to the bottom left.
That's a good effort.
Well, that's pretty good. So he doesn't want to run through too far. Just wants to leave the white there. Well, I suppose even then he could just run through and nudge the red, and then he's on the one bottom right, straight in bottom left, and straight into the black in the middle. So just has to mind his work. It's good though. He's doing the right stuff though. You can see the way. I know you can't see it in camera, but the way he's walking around the table and the way he's approaching the shot, he's looking good actually. It's good to see.
Yeah, he's given every shot the respect it needs by the looks of it.
Oh, when I first saw him, I thought, wow, this guy's going to be really good. And then he just under-delivered a bit. But it's good to see that, oh, no. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm going to keep my gob shut. See, that's the sort of shot that was it was so critical that he got straight or above straight on it. Now, where's the black going?
Yeah.
He just rushed that one a bit. That's the sort of shot. It's simple shots like that, not getting enough respect that they deserve. It's the downfall of so many players. Is he going to make it?
But it's a fantastic
Good
cut
shot,
there to
well
regain the lead.
Good finish there. Almost went awry, but he played a good shot there.
Yeah, another break dish. So we've kept up with the form here. We got 6 dishes in 7 frames, which is good. I think Simon's just going to have some more of his meal. While he does that, I will remind everybody quickly before this rack is done again. Where's my buttons? We have a money match coming up on Sunday. That's all right, the players having a little refreshment themselves. We've got Ben Lindsay versus Rich Chalk in an ad hoc money match. That'll be Ben's 3rd in a row. That's sponsored by TKS Envirocare. And it's also sponsored by Terry Vos Painting and Decorating. But I haven't added that sponsor yet. You will see more as a stream sponsor on Sunday. That's played for £150 a man, so that's the prize pot of £300, and it's a race to 15. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share with all of your friends, acquaintances, colleagues, even your dog, I'm sure, would like to watch. Money match days are in support of the PDSA, so any money we make from Money Match Day, a percentage will be raised for the PDSA throughout the year. I'm sorry, we almost missed that then, but that was frame 14, Simon Flaxman breaking, and he's gone and put the cue ball down. So, not the expected outcome. So Rio Smith is now at the table with the ball in hand.
Oh, we're back again.
Yep. Yeah, almost didn't press the button in time, but we just about made it to see Simon put the cue ball down. And Rio looks like he's going to take these yellows. How's that? Still not working?
Oh, I can. It's just very quiet.
Quiet? Oh, okay. You got no audio in your headphones?
This is all right now.
It's working, is it? Oh, okay, cool.
I think there's a lot of background noise as well. So.
Oh, yes, yeah. And you got to be close to the microphone as well.
Yeah, actually, I remember that from when listening to it back. Sound like
suddenly
in a
fading
pool.
off. Yeah.
I don't know what happened there. I was sort of playing around with this headphones, and Rio had 2 shot, well, 3 shot, and suddenly Simon's back in potting the yellow. So I don't know really didn't see what happened there.
Yeah. He must have just missed that yellow and something to look back on.
This is a good chance for yellows. The only thing he doesn't want to do is when he pots the yellow bottom right corner, he doesn't want to end up straight on the one in the middle. But don't think he's going to be in that position really. Or worse, he doesn't want to be sort of angled as if the white's coming in towards the red. But I should say that because he's got a bit of a cut on this one, it's going to be hard to get on the right side of that yellow. Might end up right on the cushion here. Yeah, he is, but he's far enough off the cushion. It's an easy enough shot, and he can just drift past the red. So another soft turnover of the table there.
Yeah. Rio's got himself in the lead and then giving it away again. Make it 7-7.
Yeah, he's shaking his head.
And these frame times are something blistering compared to what we've typically seen as well. We've got under 3 minutes, under 3 minutes, just under 4 minutes, under 3 minutes. Yeah, average time is very quick.
Yeah, it's a good standard. It's literally been 1 or 2 visits per game, really.
Yeah, and they've not hung around on the shots either.
Yeah, it's good to watch.
And it seems fairly even on the stats. They both had 3 good breaks, and they've both had 3 dishes.
This is a big frame for Rio, I think. He had a couple of chances to get a bit of a lead in, and he's let Simon stick with him.
He's done exactly what Simon did in the last frame.
And that's the last thing he needed right now, because look how easy these yellows are. Jesus. In fact, even the reds are pretty easy. He couldn't have had a better break, but for the white.
It's a sort of training exercise you might see in your Q Sports Academy on a Saturday.
Yeah.
And we're like, come on then, put all these yellows down. They're in a good position.
I'll take a screenshot of this later and I'll copy it.
Yeah, and see how your students get on with it.
Well, yeah, it's a weird one. The kids we've had there so far, I don't think any of them have managed to get more than 3 balls on the trot. So this might be a bit too advanced for them, but because they've all been, aside from a couple of Adam Humphreys kids who played a little bit, they've all been basically like just starting out beginners. But
yeah.
Once we start advertising it a bit more, might get some players, some kids who've been playing a little bit longer. Wow, that was such a bad shot.
Yeah. Because he's hampered both the red and the yellow.
This is one I'm gonna call out something here. So I see this all the time and I don't get it. Right? Is that people who play blackball, when they get 2 shots and everything's there, a lot of the time they feel like they have to use the first shot.
Okay,
but
you could just attack and crack on,
just put all the yellows. He didn't have to do that. I think he was trying to put a red safe, but and leave himself nicely on that yellow. But I think it's easier to just pop the ball.
It's the fear of becoming complacent and forgetting that
you
have a good opportunity if you got the free ball to do some development, and then if you don't train yourself into it,
I think it psychologically sends out the wrong message. I think when you try and play a shot like that, I think it tells your opponent you don't think you can clear the table.
Yeah, not without at least doing something to improve it.
Yeah, really, you almost want to be striking fear into your opponent, and you're not going to be doing that by telling them you can't clear up 6 balls that are over pockets. He's in a bit of trouble here. This is
That's it, because that shot then pulled him out of position, and he still has to recover that yellow now.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I mean, the only thing I can see is, can he pot this yellow that's below the black, bump the red out of the way, and leave himself on the one in the middle, and then double that one in the corner? Oh. Wow. I guess we'll never know.
There's a little trick shot for you.
Yeah, that's all I could see that was on. It was pot the yellow underneath the black, kick the red out of the way of the pocket so that the yellow that's attached to the red doubles. He needs to get his free shot right here. You don't want to do something silly like you don't want to push the yellow over the top of the red that's at the bottom corner or something like that. And also, he doesn't want to leave his red on the side cushion. Need to get.
It's got to be positive.
Yeah, you got to get this right. Can't overhit this shot. Can't leave the red safe. I think he's almost better, just kind of skimming off the left side of it and leaving himself on the red at the bottom of the table. Well, that's not too bad, but it's not really promoted his red in a better position, but it's not too difficult where it is anyway.
Yeah, as long as he gets above it.
At least he can play that as his last shot and leave himself on the black, which is good. Jesus Christ, that could have gone wrong. It's actually quite nicely on the red to the top left, isn't he? Because he can pop that, stun across to the other one, and he's got 2 balls over the middle. It's good that I like, even though that shot was a bit chaotic, I kind of like the fact that it's better to be like that and kind of try and make stuff happen, because it means that you're hitting the ball more positively and less likely to sort of go into your shell and bottle things while you're trying to be positive and make stuff happen.
Yeah, you want to maintain your energy and
exactly.
The flow.
Where's this going? Just about all right.
Yeah. Just made the angle on the black a little bit more difficult.
He just wants to play us a bit of top spin and just come above the middle pocket rather than trying to get cute and hold the white here. Oh,
it's in.
He did try and get cute, and now he's in a bit of trouble. I don't know if he can. Maybe he can get down on the bottom of the white and stun across and play the black in the bottom left. He's have to go side cushion. Oh no, it looks like he's going to try and get the white straight into it. Oh. That was very tough.
Yeah.
But he got the cannon perfectly. It's not easy from here to clear the yellows.
No, he did manage to
he's not
get
even going to try it.
Red in the way.
Yeah. So yeah, this red's just a bit far out from the pocket. It means if he gets out of the snooker, he could kind of open the pocket up a bit here.
He'll probably want to leave the cue ball where the red is, or maybe just a bit below it.
Yeah,
just to
try I'm going to play a thin cut or a plant. Mind you, he has got a big pocket for the plant.
Oh,
that's a bit unfortunate. You notice how he didn't draw the cue back on that shot though. Just kind of pushed it.
Yeah, I do see that sometimes when players are in a snooker and they just, especially I saw it with like Adam and a couple of other players. They would just hit the cue ball rather than play it.
I don't know if it's
headphones for a moment. Testing. Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Can you hear me better in those?
Yeah, this is way louder.
Okay.
Can you hear me in this one?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. Yeah. Oh, we'll keep it as it is for now then.
Oh, okay.
Well, Simon's on this black.
Yeah, again, a bit of a disappointment from Brio's point of view. He just he played he ended up kind of having to leave himself that long shot because this is a sort of a funny shot. He played a cut on the red, like his third red from last in the middle pocket, coming off the bottom cushion, and like there's a natural tendency on that shot to try and play it with left hand side. But the trouble is, by playing it with left hand side, he sort of spun the white in behind the yellows and the black.
Yeah.
And so he kind of needed to not do that. That's a good break, that.
Oh yes, he's got 3 balls down there. I think that's better now.
Oh yeah, much better.
How's that?
Yeah, I can hear you right now.
Yeah, I've just maxed up the levels, so it might have got louder for our viewers at home, but there you go. I'll
They
play
can always
around
turn
with
their
that.
computers down.
Yeah. Well, that's the good thing about doing it on YouTube, where some people are like, oh, why don't you stream on Facebook? Well, you can Chromecast quite easily your YouTube video to your telly, but doing so on Facebook is very difficult, and it just doesn't seem like the natural platform for it.
I don't like Facebook's video platform at all. I think, well, mind you, I've got YouTube channels, so what do I know? But yeah, I definitely prefer YouTube for this sort of stuff.
Yeah, it's horses for courses, isn't it? Facebook to chat about stuff, YouTube for your videos. So
Yeah.
even though I think Facebook pay a bit better because they're more desperate for the content on their shoddy platform, which isn't up to scratch. So I'd rather make sure that the content is available properly on the proper platform, rather than trying to make an earlier money grab and end up with a worse product.
Yeah, I also think you're more discoverable on YouTube.
Mm.
I think Facebook are really funny about who can see your stuff. So either it's your friends, or you have to pay them to promote you to outside people outside your sphere of influence.
Yeah.
Whereas YouTube, you're effectively just you're just a victim or whatever of their algorithm.
Yeah, and if they know you like pool and they see Rocket Rackers TV's gaining subscribers and gaining views and such, then they're going to be more likely to go, hey, you like pool, and this channel about pools, is continuing and is looking more legitimate. Maybe you should check it out. So
yeah, absolutely. If you start getting a lot of viewers, the algorithm will help you grow organically.
Mm.
So Simon didn't quite get right on that yellow. Had to play an awkward shot. Is he going to get a good snooker? He might have left an edge, but he's going to be bridging over the red, so he might go cushion first anyway, off the left side cushion. He's got a chance of potting it off the left side. Reds are kind of there. It's not a bad hit.
He's left it possible.
Yeah, he's not really got that nice a shot. No, I definitely wouldn't be playing this one. There's a lot of pressure on this shot. Good pot though. Positive shot.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. He has won 7 frames. Some in good form so far in this match.
He's
so
actually straight in on his double on the middle pocket. I don't know if you've seen that. Yeah, because he can use that to cover the red. Sorry, use the red to cover the yellow. She has done. So now his ball's looking very good. Simon pretty much needs to pot this ball on this escape, or get very fortunate where the cue ball lands up.
Yeah, Rio just needs to remember that. Although I said he managed to get the lead twice and he's given it away twice.
That was a good effort.
He has been playing well in this match.
Right, he's got an opportunity here, but he just needs to mind his work again. So just be really careful about keeping close control of that cue ball.
Yeah, the only ball he needs to concern about now is this one over on the right hand bottom cushion. If he can get above it.
Yeah, he's not ideal on this one on the bottom. Ooh. Well, that's kind of worked out all right.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think that was where he was trying to place the cue ball. It looks like he can pot. Yeah, it looks like he's got a natural pattern now. He can play top left, right middle, bottom right. No, I don't like this. He's got to try. No, he should have played the other red first. Now he's got to try and get back up for the other red. Or he's going to be leaving himself a long shot. He's quite straight on it. Whereas if he would only had to screw back a couple of inches and then he was on the black. Yeah, I think he missed the trick there a bit. I still expect him to get it, but it's just another shot that he's put pressure on himself for. You know, playing in competition, it's all about trying to manage how much pressure you're under, and by playing the right shot selection, you just take the pressure off because you're not playing that many difficult shots. So, all right, this isn't that difficult, but it is another one that's he's got to make, and he's got to get a bit of a screw back on it. He needs to strike it well. Yeah, good shot.
Well, Rio's keeping himself in this match.
The one good thing about playing shots like that is when they do go in, they give you a bit of a boost. It's a good finish there.
A little bit of dopamine for that.
8-all. This is going very similar to my game, actually, that I had with Simon Flaxman. Yeah, that was a wheel. I went quite far behind, then I came back and went kind of like stayed a frame ahead, and then it got to about 9-all or something like that, and then he kind of got away from me. So if Rio can keep it going, looks like he's kind of playing well, feeling confident. He's got a chance to get a good result out of this game.
Yep.
He's got a point now, hasn't he? Is that
yeah, they
points?
both got a point now. Yeah.
So yeah, it's done well there.
And look at those stats. It's a very even match. And this is frame 17 with Rio Smith to break. Well, he's got a yellow down, he's got a yellow down, he's got a red down, he's got a yellow down, he's got 4 yellows left on the table. Surely, Simon Ayers, you would fancy this right now.
Well, maybe for him, probably not for me.
I mean, if you could stay cute with those yellows,
I think he needs to play the yellow that's in the middle first, because he's right on that, and it's awkward to get back on. But yeah, I mean, you can't really ask for a better chance than this. Getting on the black needs a bit of thought. You just got to take these in the right order. I think it's almost a case for... yeah, well, I'll definitely play this one first. Either the one in the right middle or the bottom right corner first. But I just need to make sure he leaves himself on an angle where he can get through that sort of channel of reds to leave himself nicely on the black. Don't want to be trying to thread the cue ball through something too difficult.
It's quite close to this yellow, isn't he?
See, he needs to be really precise here, because he's trying to pot this yellow. He's going to have to play it with check side to come right, or he's going to have to bump the black to try and get through the gap. So that's actually worked out all right, because he can screw straight past the reds. What he was looking at, thankfully, isn't what he played.
It didn't take long for him to get on this black. This might be a sub-minute frame.
Oh, he just rushed it.
Oh, and I pressed the wrong button. I really shouldn't have pressed that button. Sorry, people. Oh, goodness. Let me fix that. Everyone got excited. Oh, God, I've ruined the stream.
Should you end the stream?
Hold on a minute. Let's put it back on the match frame at least. And I'll go and fix that score. I got excited.
Oh, you put the score up. Yeah. Commentator's curse definitely there.
Yeah. Well, if I deselect the winner and then
You need some help to get a result out of this shot.
Update. There you go.
He's got to fluke this in the middle pocket, I think. Well, I say fluke it. Attempt to go cushion first and double it in the middle. And he's not got a lot of cushion to aim at below the middle pocket. Oh, he nearly cut it in. Great effort. Again, he's kind of gifted it away. That was yeah, that's what I noticed in his previous match. He just threw a real quick one in on that black, where he needed to kind of just bear down and make sure he potted it. It wasn't that difficult, but it needed a bit of respect, you know. Well, he has left the black in a slightly funny position, so there's like a 10% chance that Simon Flaxman doesn't get out from here, but he is quite clinical at these sort of situations, so I'd expect him to.
Yeah, he's. I know some players have.
That wasn't the best shot. This is a bit missable. But then he's got no pressure on it, because even if he misses it and leaves it in the pocket, he's left nothing on the black anyway, so I don't think it's too much of a problem. Just needs to pot this, come off 2 cushions and leave himself the red in the middle, left middle. I think it's easy. It's one of those sort of shots you can talk yourself into thinking it's a bit more difficult than it is. You just need to knock it down and pot it. No, he's not even trying it. I'm surprised.
He's got a very good snooker there.
It's kind of it was a good shot, but he's kind of asking Rio to get fortunate here. Don't know if he can get to the cushion, but he's going to have to go 2 cushions by the looks of it. He's not got a lot of room between the cushion and the red as well. There's not a lot of room past that red there. See where he's pointing his cue? I guess he's just going to try and nestle on this. Oh, it's a pretty good shot, that. He's promoted the black nearer a corner, but he has left the only trouble with that, he's left the cue ball off the cushion, so
yeah.
I'd fancy Simon potting this shot. It's not a natural angle to get on the red, so he's got to do a little bit with the cue ball. No, he's just settled for the long shot.
But the angle will take him towards the black, so he just needs to be careful here. Oh, that's not ideal.
It's getting a bit edgy, isn't it?
Hmm.
That was another one of those shots where, like, all right, the natural angle, he couldn't roll it in and get on the black, but also it wasn't that hard to stun off the cushion and leave himself a good shot on it.
And that was just about weighted well enough there by Rio.
Yeah, I wonder if that's frozen. Clearly not. Could be here a while.
Yeah, who's going to blink first?
I wonder if Simon's going to try and skim off it and get the white up the table. I suppose you're asking the other guy to try. I don't know, might have left that cut on that. It's odd. Kind of an all or nothing shot, this one. Could also double it in the side pocket. Leave the white tight on the cushion. Trouble is, if you get close to it and it hits the jaws, it comes back and leaves you you've got an easy shot. But if you miss it, miss the jaws, it goes on the top cushions.
Yeah, you want to play it with enough weight that it comes away from the pocket.
So he's going for the cut. Tough shot, but it's gettable. It's a great effort. What a great shot. Where's the cue ball going?
Stop. Oh my days, look at that. There you go. And Rio finally wins the frame after my over-eagerness earlier. There you go.
Yeah, Mr. Flaxman's not happy about that outcome.
No. I think he was willing for just another few millimetres on that cue ball, and he'd have had that frame by default.
To be fair, though, he did leave Rio the shot.
Yeah, and Rio took it and pulled it off.
So you have to be so careful on the black, because people have a remarkable ability of being able to pot the black from anywhere. So the more shots you give them of it, the more likely it is that one of them are going to go in. Oh, he still potted the white, did he? Or it just hung out?
Just stayed down. Yeah. Is it dry, though? Yeah.
I think there's a slight run of the balls going against him at the moment. I think he's just taking his foot off the gas, and then the balls start kind of going against you. Rio's a little bit in the ascendancy here. He just needs to take advantage of it while it's going his way. And again, this is another clearance which is on, but he really does need to mind his work, especially on this. If he plays this yellow in the middle, he could land up on nothing if he doesn't play a good positional shot. He just needs to make sure if he pots it, I'm guessing he's going to leave himself on the yellow bottom left, so he just needs to make sure he clears the reds and doesn't miss the pot trying to get the white out. Oh, he's done exactly that. I think I made that happen. That's the sort of shot that, he took it for granted because he really wanted to make sure he cleared the reds, but trying to make a shot that wasn't there. And now he's got to sweat Simon Flaxman clearing the table again. Not the easiest clearance though. 2 awkward reds on the side cushions. Nothing really links to them. That was a nice shot. Dug into that to get the white to come down and leave himself on the reds at the bottom of the table. It wouldn't surprise me if he doubled the red on the top right side cushion, because he needs to be quite precise on one of the other reds to get an angle on the red top left to be able to come across and get on that one. That could hang up. No, it's dropped. Oh, he might be able to roll forward and leave him. No, because he'll end up too straight on this. So he's going to have to play for. I think he's going to have to either leave himself a straight red, or he's going to play for one on the left. But he's actually got a good angle to get across the table, so he just has to pot this ball, which is not easy. But he should be on the other red. No, he just decelerated on it.
Yeah.
Don't know if he's left himself on the double. Doesn't look like it. It was a good pot, but he just didn't cue it very well. Once again, Rio is given an opportunity, which is the surface straightforward, but under pressure. I mean, this is another opening shot, but you could mess this up. Really needs to strike this positively and screw back past the yellow over the corner rather than try and roll round it. I think he knew that, and that's why he missed the shot. He knew it was a natural angle to cannon the other yellow. He needed to screw back past it rather than try and go round it. And once again, he's got a sweat Simon Flaxman potting a ball down the rail.
Yeah, well, that's it. I mean, it's a difficult shot, but there is a shot. There is a chance. And he almost took it there, but he's put his red over on the middle of the cushion, though.
Yeah, he's a bit unlucky with that landed up. It's taken the pressure off of Rio this time.
Yeah, you could even just stun this lowest yellow on the right-hand side and just take a snooker. Just
could do.
But
I think he needs to take these out, really. Well, mind you, I say that he's not landed very well, so now I've changed my mind and he should play safe. But
yeah, I would develop that bottom yellow there, and
yeah, he just has to leave the white there and just make. Yeah, it's quite awkward for Simon to hit this one, actually. It doesn't look like he can get the one cushion escape off the left-hand side. Oh, he's going off the rail. Could get this in the jaws.
Yeah,
that was a pretty good shot. That bit unlucky where it's landed, really. But Rio needs to take these out now, just for, if nothing else, for his own sort of confidence, because
it's a good chance, and you don't want to keep turning down good chances, do you?
No, exactly. When you get an easy chance, you need to take them out, otherwise you start doubting whether, if you can't take out an easy chance, and when it gets more difficult, everything's all the more difficult to do. Not going to get any more straightforward than this.
I'll probably take this one into the middle now. He just wants to roll forward a bit, I guess, doesn't he?
He might leave himself straight on this ball, actually. Yeah, so he can just screw back a little bit. All credit to Rio, though. He's done really well. Especially on the back of losing on Sunday. He's played really positively in this game.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be giving Ben Lindsay another frame head start in the future.
No. Joe, I'd never heard of Ben Lindsay, and now he's playing every other match on your screen.
He's got the bug for it.
Absolutely. So. He's making a fortune at the moment, I think, as well, isn't he?
Yeah, pretty penny for sure.
It's like, what was he, like 400 or 500 quid up in the last week or so?
Yeah.
They played with him.
Well, what we do with the money match streams is up to £100. I take a 10% rake off the winner for doing the stream. And Ben just loves the idea of it at the moment. He's like, yeah, I'm happy if I win. And he obviously explains that to his opponents, and they're happy with the arrangement to jump on the stream for, just a little bit out of their winnings ultimately. So, I mean,
it's got to be worth your time being here, risking all your equipment, bringing it all down, spending hours watching somebody else's game. I think it's £10.
Spending all the time during the week coding away and everything. Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, this week the bit of money I've made this month on sponsorships and rakes, I've gone and bought a tablet to run as a scoreboard. I've gone and found another microphone in cash converters, and got some more POS printed off. I've got some T-shirts on the way as well, so all the money's been spent already. But come the big money match day, we're gonna all the organisers are gonna be in charcoal polo tops with white Rocket Rackers TV and 8-ball arena transfers on, so it should look quite classy and feel all the more legitimate.
Well, if you're interested, I might be ended up on Sky Sports in May, so I'll happily put a Rocket Rackers logo on my T-shirt if you want.
Yeah, rather than that's the thing. I was looking at the cost of buying the T-shirts printed, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to go and buy myself some A4 sheets of transfers that I designed myself. And so each sheet of A4, I've got like 14 large or 30 medium-sized logos. And it's like, well, I can just cut them out, and then I can put them on baseball caps, I can put them on my shoes, put them on my socks and my pants, anything I want then, can't I? So, yeah, I thought that's the quids in idea, and it took a T-shirt down from, like, for what I want to do to it, like from 40 quid to a tenner, so, and say 15, 20 minutes of my time per T-shirt.
It's definitely... yeah, that needed a bit of care, that shot. Definitely worth it then. That's interesting. Yeah, I was thinking about buying something from, what was it, that bloody onboard sportswear or something like that, those pool jersey things that everyone seems to be playing in.
Oh, right.
But they got like
they're like football shirts, aren't they? Yeah.
Or like what people, I think what darts players use or something like that as well. I don't know, not that I watch it, but
when they got the beer sweats.
Yeah.
It doesn't show up the patches so much, probably.
Well, my problem is that I don't know. It's going to sound really bad. I seem to have low trousers and high T-shirts. Put it that way.
You're a tall person for your build, maybe. Yeah.
So the more I end up on TV, the more parts of me that I don't want to be seen are getting shown off.
That's it. I've been wondering. You know what? I don't think there's really anything I can do about like the builder's bum turning up. Other than suggest that, you know, I don't know, you wear long tops and pull your pants up.
Yeah, wear a vest or something, like suspenders things. Do they still exist? Can you buy those anymore? Braces or whatever they are, go over your shoulders. That was a surprising miss from Simon. I think he's under it a little bit at the moment.
Well, Rio's got himself 2 frames ahead for the first time in this match.
Yeah. It was another one of those sort of like you have to roll it but length of the table, so it's a little bit of a twitchy shot. This table's very unstable, isn't it?
Yeah.
I didn't notice that.
Well, I think along with all the work that's going on, what I would like to do is just get rid of the table and just have like a few metal rails that I can just click into place and have everything just connected onto it like a scaffold almost.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
And then you can have it as high as you need it, and you just have the bars in the place where they need to be. So, you know, like this tape, we've got a stool here that's too tall for the table.
Fortunate there, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, it's good. It's a good for the vantage point of the table, though, as well. The height of the stools, but yeah, it's a bit. We're kind of a bit jammed in here, aren't we?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to lower the stools, but definitely have a taller.
Yeah, so you can't really get your legs under that, can you?
No. Then, like you say, it wobbles, the slightest knock, and...
Well, this shot definitely could go wrong, so he needs to be really careful with this. There's a lot of ways this could go wrong. I think he's looking at skimming. He's basically, the natural angle's taking the white somewhere between the yellow and the red. I don't know that he can do what he's looking at there. He's looking at trying to promote the red over the middle, but I think the white might end up behind the yellow if he does that. Just like that. Oh, has he got a shot?
Looks like it.
I think he might just be able to tickle that in and hold the white on the yellow. Touchy shot, this one. This also could be a simultaneous hit. Hence why Simon, I think, is having a look. Doesn't want to roll forward too much.
That was a good shot.
Yeah, well done. This is a good finish, this, because these balls are slightly awkward here. But just has to make sure he actually pots the black and doesn't put the white in. Well done. Well done, Rio.
He's gone 11-8 ahead. I'm sure Aaron will be pleased with this.
Oh, yeah.
He was looking over his shoulder, losing his.
Oh yeah, of course. If
gold
Simon has
place.
to win this to get to the getting the gold, doesn't he?
That's right, and drag Aaron out of it back into the silvers.
Whereas
So.
Rio's. Oh, mate. Very good finish. Yeah, no, you're hitting the ball really positively. It's good to see, mate. Yeah, I think Simon's just gone to have a bit of a regroup, try and come back a bit.
Yeah,
he's lost a couple of games there that.
It's a four frame streak now. Yeah,
it is, isn't it? Yeah. It's like that game there. He did have a chance to clear up, and it was a bit of a he just threw a bit of a twitchy one in there. It wasn't an easy clearance, but the ball he missed, which again wasn't an easy ball, but it's just one of those ones where when you're not feeling confident, you just don't hit the cue through it properly because you're trying to hold the white. So it's really easy to twitch on those. I think that's what happened. Yeah, Rio's doing really well. He's actually 2 frames away from the win. Fair play to him.
Yeah, let's have a quick look
Different
at
player from Sunday, I think.
Let's have a look at the group again. So yeah, Aaron will be looking at this result. Hopefully coming in for Rio. As Rio's in 7th at the moment, but he's got 2 more matches to play, including this one.
Oh dear, hang on a minute. He can't kick me out, can he? I think he can, can't he? I think if he wins both of those, then the Simon Ayres is for the boot.
yeah, you may find yourself in
to be fair,
bronze.
I don't deserve any. No, I think if I lose, because I think Dan Ayling only has to win 1 game
against Rio.
He can't do it, can he? Because Rio's last game's against Dan, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a bit of a wonky rack. That was a bit suspect. That was a bit of a slanted rack. I've seen people do that before on a side break, and you're doing it to try and... I'm not saying he did, he might have just been rushing doing it, but you can... I've seen people slant the rack to make sure you get a guaranteed ball going. I'm not saying that was the case, but it's just something I'd notice because I've seen it before.
Yeah. That's why we don't have a referee in these tournaments. We don't have someone putting down one of those little thin plastic triangles on the table perfectly every time. So.
Oh, what, the magic racks?
Yeah.
Shark racks or whatever. Yeah. I've got a couple of those for playing 10 ball.
They obviously
nobody else
must
wants to
be
play 10 ball, so I don't have to never use it.
I mean, they obviously must be incredibly thin and non-intrusive to ball passing over them.
They're a bit like they're just like acetate stuff like you get for OHPs, and they've just been kind of cut out with not like a laser, but like a punch or something like that.
Yeah.
But the one that I've got, like the hole, it's not like got circular holes. They've got like diamond-shaped holes, and the ball's kind of falling in towards the middle of the. Oh, he's playing safe. Wow, I'm surprised. Yeah, the balls are always kind of falling in towards the centre of the rack, so that keeps it tight. Quite clever things, really.
And then you want to get it off the table as your first opportunity, because it will affect.
Yeah, some people leave them on, but I hate the idea of leaving it on the table.
Yeah.
I always think that balls are going to roll off over it, but I've never actually seen that happen. So
turns pool into golf then, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Looking down the course.
Hazards. Yeah. That was interesting that Simon didn't even try and pot that ball. We used to get rail.
Well, he needs to slow Rio down now, that's for sure.
Yeah. But
he can't lose. If he loses the next frame, then Rio's on the hill. So
yeah, he's under a lot of pressure at the moment. And Rio's weirdly, it's a weird one actually, because Rio coming into this game probably wasn't under any pressure, because he probably thought he wasn't going to get anything out of this group. But if he wins this game, and then he's now in contention with Dan Ayling for getting into the sort of winners' side part of the group, isn't he? So
yeah.
I don't know if he'll notice that during the match, but that might actually start putting a bit of pressure on him. It's going to be interesting to see how these next 2 games he needs to win pan out. It wouldn't surprise me if this went right to the wire. That's not the best shot. This is a tricky shot for Simon. I don't know if he can cut this in and kick. And I don't know if one of those yellows goes if he leaves the white where the red is. I guess he might just kind of double the yellow across the table and leave the white stuck on the other yellow. Oh no, he's not even attempting the pot. Could have been better. I think Rio can pot this one in the middle and then try and maybe either get that red in behind the yellow over the corner. Oh, I needed to pot it. That was such a key shot. He's gifted this game away.
Yeah, it feels
He just
like
one
Flaxman
stroke that.
could take this one now.
Yeah, that was a shame. He kind of didn't really put much of a fight up in this game. I was just thinking this was going to get interesting, but then we never got there. Never mind.
There's going to be some epic tactical battle.
Yeah, well, it could have done. If he'd have got that in the middle, he could have done something with the one over the corner. Tried leaving the cue ball awkward, but he really had to pot that ball.
Well, he managed to slow him down a little bit there. Get in his head maybe, who knows, but he's clawed it back to 11-9.
I think this is an important frame, this one now.
Yeah, just another look at that group. So if Rio gets 6 points, say he's on 14, so that
puts him above me.
Puts him in 4th, yeah.
Obviously,
I mean, if he smashes,
Dan's only got one game to play, so if he gets 6 points, then Dan can't get any more points, which means Dan will be pushed out of the top 5, won't he? I think. So that means that. Yeah, but if Simon Flaxman, oh, that's a good break. If Simon Flaxman wins this match, I think Rio could. No, Rio still can't get into the winners section, can he? So, so it sounds like I can't get knocked out then.
He'll be on. If he lost this match, he'd be on 7, and then realistically he would only be looking at 10 points.
What's he on at the moment? 6, is he?
6, yeah.
All right. Yeah, okay.
And yeah, it's 11 to get into the bronze.
Yeah, so, and his other match is against, I think, is against Dan Ailing. So one of those two isn't going to get into the top 5, but I'm going to be in the top 5s. But I might be 5th or I might be 4th. Not sure what that was about, but he's just gifted the game away. He needs to keep his head now. I can see him struggling a bit. That said, I know Simon had a bit of a soft win in the last frame, but these need potting.
And that black is tied up.
Yeah, exactly. So he is under a bit of pressure, so it is easy to, if you don't deliver the cue properly because you're a bit nervous, suddenly the cue ball doesn't go where you expect it to, and you can end up out of position even if you don't miss anything, just because you're not cueing the ball nicely. Just like that, see, he's putting his hand up because he's a bit worried, but I think he's come where he can pop this red and kick the black out just about and leave himself on the red in the middle. Didn't play that very well, but I think the red goes. Top red goes in the middle. Just needs to avoid the yellows.
Oh, it looks like Totspur have scored. Much to the chagrin of many Saints fans.
This is the shot of the frame. He didn't play it very well, but I think he can pot this one. He's coming off of the black.
Yeah.
I think he can just drop it in and leave himself some sort of shot on the red bottom right. I think he can roll it in and only be about a foot away from the red. He might be a bit of a cutback on it, depending on how his kiss on the black goes. Oh, in fact,
unless he tried the right hand red up to the right hand pocket with a bit of, I don't know.
It's too tough a shot, I think.
Yeah.
It's a twitchy shot, that one. He lost the white a bit further than I thought he was going to, actually. He's got a bit of a pressure pot here. He's getting down confidently, though. But he did miss it. Oh, where's it going? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When you're under pressure, these clearances, they don't seem to go as easily as you think they're going to. But Rio's under equal amounts of pressure now, and again, this is another one of those clearances that looks really easy when you're in practice, but it's easy to kind of leave the white in a lot of positions where you got no shot because a few of them are covering each other. Like this one here, if he drops, he played that well. If he'd have let that slip a bit far up the table, he'd have ended up on kind of no man's land. So he needs to mind his work here. Ooh, that could have gone wrong, but he's ended up plumb straight in on the one in the middle, thankfully.
Yeah.
But then what's his next shot? It's not
And
straightforward.
He might want to take the yellow just above it up to the.
Oh. Is he on it? Just about. It's getting very edgy.
Yeah, he's got to come off 2 cushions now to get onto the next yellow.
It's a
Or
bounce.
3.
It's not too bad, but he's got to try and kind of stun past the black and leave the yellow in the top left. So this could bobble. Oh, does it go past the red? Doesn't look like it to me. Maybe he didn't mean to do that. I don't know. Big shot this. It's getting down quick, so it must go.
And he's just played it.
Oh, and it's there. Well done. Just this tough black.
All he has to do is make sure the black goes down. The cue ball's not naturally
Well
going into
done.
any
What
danger.
performance.
And Rio Smith is on the hill.
Well done.
9-12.
The moon is watching and waiting for the eclipse.
As his head passes in front of the sun and casts a shadow across
the entire galaxy. Oh, Simon's bang under it now. He's got to win the next 4 games. Wouldn't surprise me to see him breaking clear up right now, though.
So Simon Flaxman breaking for frame 22, but it looks dry.
That wasn't a very good break, that one. I can see what he's doing. He's trying to not pop the cue ball, which is normally a good strategy.
Creeping into your match, yeah.
It's just not quite giving it enough anymore. Oh no, he must have made a ball. I didn't see a ball going, but he must have made one.
No. Oh, he did?
He's made a yellow, yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is a tough, awkward layout here, because these 2 reds on the right of the table, they're difficult to get onto, especially now he's like straight on that red in the top left. I think he's going to have to play the red bottom left and try and leave himself on the red in the right middle, which is a touchy shot because he needs to get a lot of backspin on it, but he can't hit it very hard. Yeah, he overdid it a bit. I think he's just on it, actually. Or is that? Oh no, actually, it looks like he can. It looks like he's on the red top left. That will take him over to the other 2 awkward reds. So maybe this is okay. I think he can just float round back of them. Oh, you have to pop the ball though.
And he's tied that red up.
Now he's got to sweat it out. Yellows are awkward though, really awkward.
That's it. Rio's got 4 chances to win this match now, so he doesn't want to be complacent in any of these frames, but on the same token, he doesn't want to kick himself if this one does go away.
I don't really know what he's got here. He's not got. He can't really play anything apart from that yellow in the middle. He could try and kind of like do a cut plant on those 2 yellows and try and cover the pocket, but it's a really low percentage shot because it's so easy to not cover the pocket and leave, and then the red will just slot in off the yellow. You can't really get anything useful off of this. Yes, he's potted it, but he's asking a lot to try and clear up from here.
Maybe just bring this top yellow down and bring the cue ball across. But
Might just cover the pocket. He's going for it. Well, he's left himself an angle on this yellow. It's actually a natural angle to get into those 2 balls. So he's looking at going right side cushion, left side cushion, kicking the yellow that's below the red in yellow out, and hopefully being on the other yellow. I'm guessing that's what he's looking at. This could win him the match. Is this shot? Big shot though. It's a big target as well though. Oh, yeah, way too low on the white with that one.
Might give Simon a chance to develop this red now. It's a visit to the table with the ball in hand where you do need to
It's a bit
use
funny.
that.
Yeah, this is a bit funny, this shot, because it's not. It is possible to screw this up and not get the red out. That's why he's having a bit of a think about it, because that red, with that yellow right next to the red and yellow, it's kind of blocking him from being able to kind of bump it out and leave himself on the red. Look, he's going to try and move the yellow with the other yellow. It's probably a good move. Oh, see, I did say that could have gone wrong, that shot. I thought he had a good idea. It looked like he was going to play the. Oh, enjoy your YouTube vid, Simon. Sparky, who's that?
I don't know, but he's enjoying our videos, so thank you very much, Sparky, for tuning in and watching Rocket Rackers TV. And Mark Donnelly said, is it?
Never seen Simon play, heard he was mustard. I will certify that Simon Flaxman is a very, very good player. But it's always harder to play on the stream for a start. He's also playing against Rio, who up until now, I mean, Simon's playing, is this his last match? I think it is, isn't it? So he's playing to try and get in the gold. So he's got a bit more on him than Rio did. Although if Rio probably walked into this match thinking he was going to lose it. But now Rio's got a bit of pressure on him because he could win it. So Simon's he was in a bit of a hide into nothing in this match, really, because he was expected to win it comfortably based on Rio's previous results. But he also has to win it to get into the gold, which isn't really that big a deal. And he's on the stream as well. So, and Rio's come out and played really well, which he wouldn't have been expecting. So all those sort of things, they just make it a bit. They just make the game go a bit funny and put a bit more pressure on than you expect. Ooh, that's a good shot. I think he's on this red. Just.
Yeah, he's got 3 reds on cushions, so it was never going to be the simplest.
Yeah, well, I think this is a fairly straightforward pattern. As long as he doesn't. I don't know. This is all about just making sure you strike the cue ball properly, these shots. I mean, this one, you can accidentally leave yourself on the side cushion, but he didn't. And then this one, he just needs to make sure he positively strokes through and leaves himself a nice shot on the one down the rail. We don't want to be too thin on it, but I don't see it being much of a problem. Unless he lands straight.
Yeah, oh, he's got an angle.
I think he can just drop this in and play the black in the left middle. It's not too bad. Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't. Even though those balls were quite separated, they kind of led to each other nicely.
Well, this match goes on. Yeah, it's 10-12. So just another shout out for our upcoming stream on Sunday. We've got a money match, £300 on the table, race to 15, Ben Lindsay versus Rich Chalk, and the match sponsor TKS EnviroCare. That is Sunday the 13th of February at 4 p.m. That time may slip a little bit as there is a competition which at least Ben Lindsay's in on that day. So tune in, like, subscribe and share with all your friends. And for now, we've got Rio Smith on the hill,
Big
breaking frame 23.
Oh, bad break.
But he's got something down. He's got a yellow.
Didn't have a tight rack there. He's going to have to sweat this win, isn't he? I think. It's not going to come easy, I don't think.
No.
Even if he does lose from here, he's done really well to get to the hill. Played really well. On the back of some tough results as well. It's really hard to try and put in a good performance having lost a bunch of games. I can attest to that because I'm on a horrendous run of form.
Well, I'm sure if I entered this competition, I'd have bowed out with 7 losses. So, you know, all the all the players I've seen. I think they've all got some promise and some talent. Oh, the Saints gone up. I think Saints have gone 3-2 up. Hence all the noise in Rocket Ronnies today.
If he's got a shot on that red in the middle, if he can avoid skimming off the yellow and going straight in the corner pocket with a cue ball, this is a bit of a chance here that he's made out of nowhere. But he's also set the yellows up so easy. He's under it a bit now. He's given himself a chance to win the game, but he's also given himself a chance to lose the frame. So this is a really, actually now I'm looking at this is a really touchy shot. He looks really thin on this red, and the natural angle for the cue ball is kind of going towards that yellow near the side cushion. And it could flick off of that, off the other yellow and go in the corner, or it could flick off of that and leave himself on the bottom cushion. This could really go wrong, this shot. I think he needs to like dig down on the red and try and cut it in and almost kind of screw back off the yellow. I don't see what else he's got. I don't see that he can do anything. No, I don't like that. That's almost impossible, bridging over those balls to try and double that red. That's not on. No chance. The white's going straight in the corner pocket virtually, because he can't really. He's like bridging over the balls. I just don't know. I think he's trying to convince himself of a shot that's not on there. I don't think he should be playing that. If you play anything with that shot, play a triple. You might be able to double this second outside red into the right middle. That'd be a better shot. Oh, he's gone for it. He's got the pot. Is he on a shot? Does a red go top right? Is there a gap?
Well, I think the red above the black will go into the top left, but of course...
He's looking at that in the top right. That's a tough shot. The trouble is, yeah, he really wants to play the one that's on the bottom half of the table if he can, because otherwise it's really difficult to get back on. Don't know if it doesn't go past the black. Oh, it looks to me like it goes on the screen, but obviously not the same as on the table.
It could.
It's tight, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a very tough shot. And he has gifted an opportunity to Simon Flaxman. That was the trouble with that clearance, is it was so difficult. Fish cakes.
Yeah, I don't know what that's code for. I might be too old.
Yeah, I'm going to need a bit of context for that.
If Drunk Man Run is sober enough to enlighten us.
Maybe he's getting his order in because he's coming down the club.
He thought it was on the Chippy app. Do they have fish cakes here?
I have no idea. I don't think so.
No.
I don't ever eat fish cakes, so I'm not very aware of their prominence.
Oh,
Yeah,
Simon's
I think he's
in a good
got this.
position here, yeah.
He's made light work of it, to be honest. Well, he's lost the white a little bit, but I don't really see this being a problem. He can just drop this in dead weight. Jack Coop. Oh
dear.
That might have been the table, actually. This table's a bit funny. I've noticed a few times I've played on it, it does kind of turn over a little bit across the sort of that area of the net. Well, this is it. This is Rio's chance to win the match.
Oh, we're just looking at the
it's Rio's
shot
nickname,
here.
Fish Cake. Of course it is. That was fine. That's not a good shot, but he's landed up perfectly. Don't try and dink it. Screw on and off the side cushion with a bit of right hand side. And don't double it the white. Do you know what? It actually looked like he did that. There we go then. 2 straightish, longish shots for the match. Oh, butchered it. Absolutely butchered that one. That's definitely the pressure, that one.
Oh,
Simon's gone. He's gone.
He was really upset with that one. And now this is a chance.
It wouldn't surprise me if he missed this again, though. This has all gone a bit weird. Good shot. Where's the cue ball going? Nice kiss on the black. No, he's left himself a horrendous shot to finish. Oh, come on. The drama keeps going. Can he keep himself together and just pot this ball? I'd like to see it. In fact, Mark Donnelly says it was a foul. I'm not going to go out of the way, but it certainly looked like it. Well done. Good win.
What was the foul? What, Simon's yellow down over the pocket? Or?
No, remember I said he was really close to a red, and he was looking at where to leave the cue ball, and I said don't dink it, you want to kind of screw on and off the cushion. Then I said make sure you don't double hit the white. When the way the white travelled, it looked like it could have been a double hit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But we can't influence the game. This is Simon Flaxman's job to call it if it was a foul.
Indeed, we are merely observers.
Plus, I was only seeing that on the actual screen. I didn't see it in the actual table.
Yeah, well, congratulations to Rio for getting himself on the hill with several opportunities to win the match in the first place, and Simon's just lost his cool now, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, it's part of the tough.
To be fair, even if it was a foul, Simon Flaxman was like 20 feet, 30 feet away from the table, not even watching.
Yeah.
So he's, it is on him, in a way.
Yeah, you're your own referee in this match, in this tournament.
I think this next couple of frames are going to be a bit of a disaster, really. I think Simon's just going to smack every shot at 200 miles an hour, and I think Rio's probably so relieved that he's won, he's not going to be able to keep anything together. So it's kind of immaterial at this stage of the tournament anyway, isn't it, these results? Well, I don't know, actually. I guess Rio's got... No, Rio either has to win or he doesn't he? I don't think the frame's going to affect anything.
No, he needs the points.
Yeah, he's gone. No foul, good double. Okay. Well, we'll not impugn his character any further. Fine. Obviously, you can watch stuff back in slow motion on YouTube and everything. That was a bit unfortunate.
Yeah. Bit of salt into the wound there.
This sort of stuff kind of happens. When I played Simon Flaxman, after I lost the game, I think I had every shot I had for the last 3 or 4 games the white went in or something like that. Just happens once you kind of lost the game.
And the table will punish
even
you
if you don't throw the towel in, God throws it in for you.
Yeah.
A really good win for Rio, though. Fair play to him. Considering it was just from what I saw, he was a different player to what I saw on Sunday, and different player to who played against me. He started really well against me, and he just kind of lost his confidence, whereas this game, he's kept his composure really well. He's been hitting through the ball positively. What I noticed when he wasn't winning was he wasn't striking the cue ball properly, and then when you don't strike the cue ball properly, you can miss anything, or the cue ball can go literally anywhere, and you can end up in no man's land. So.
That's it. I mean, we had all the way up to 8-all, wasn't it, in this match?
As a result.
Yeah, he's landed well there.
It's going to be a procession, this, isn't it? I think if Simon
Yeah,
Simon needs to win this game. I'm taking away anything to do with Simon Flaxman because I like Simon a lot and I don't want to wish him any ill will or anything. But I'm kind of happy for Rio. He started this Challenge 25 and I think he lost a lot of games on the trot.
Yeah, you saw on the stats there he had like three losses.
And from what I saw from him and what I've seen of him, I think he could be a really good player, and it must have been so demoralising to start like that. So I'm really happy to see him have like a good finish to this tournament.
Yeah, and
to actually get into, especially on the stream as well, which also doesn't help. It's got to show a bit of who he really is and what he can do. It's nice. I like that.
Well, he is taking his pool seriously this year. I've heard he's looking for sponsors and wants to enter big tournaments and that. And
I
put
think
himself under more pressure.
On Facebook, didn't he? So
yeah.
So if anyone wants to support Rio, this is a bit more of what he's capable of.
That's it. And with good players, it's all just a lot of it's about consistency, isn't it? So if you know you've got the talent, it's about making sure you can.
Oh, what a shot!
Turn that talent.
There we go. It's all too easy now. Yeah, that's exactly it. It's being able to play under pressure. It's just what is it? Doubled the black off the white. I thought it was an Ephraim Reyes finish there. Yeah, it's just been. There's so many players who can play really well in practice, but can't take it to the match table, and that's what it's all about. And it's good. Oh yeah, this. I said it's going to go a bit weird, funny, wasn't it? At the end of this game. But yeah, no, it's good to see him. Good to see him put a really solid performance in. Even if he doesn't win his next game and still doesn't qualify to one of the later stages, at least he can be happy that he's he's got a stream match that he's won and he's played really well in against a tough opponent.
Yep. Yeah, and he'll gives himself a good chance to get into the Silver Cup now. If he beats Daniel.
This will be 200 miles an hour, this shot.
And that closes out the match. So there you have it. Rio Smith somewhat maybe not fairly winning 15-10. It kind of doesn't tell the story of the match, I don't think. But maybe it does. 8-8 all the way up to that point, and then...
Yeah, I think once you win the game, which it was quite close up until the point where the match was won, and then it's like... Simon just threw the towel in a bit, which is you kind of expect.
Yeah.
Bit of a disappointing match for Simon. He started well, but it just a lot of stuff kind of went against him, and he kind of lost a bit of confidence. And then Rio kind of got back into the match, and then he just never seemed to be able to take it by the scruff of the neck. And because I would have said he was a strong favourite coming into this, so he would be quite disappointed with that.
Yeah.
Jack Coop's tipping service strikes again for Flaxman. Oh dear, that's it. Anyway.
So let's have a little quick look at the group now. I'm going to have to refresh that page. Hold on.
So is this live updating as well then?
I have to refresh it, but now we can see that Rio Smith is on 11 points. So even if he lost his match, he wouldn't get the frame. Probably wouldn't get the frame rate to sneak past Daniel. So
his last match is against Daniel, isn't it? I think.
Oh, that's right. Yes. So
one of those two is going to go through, and the other one isn't.
Yeah. So I guess if
one of those two is going to go through above me.
Yeah. Either way, you will be knocked down into bronze.
Oh well, I think that's all I deserve.
And Rio has a chance to get into silvers. Aaron safe in gold.
Yeah, congratulations to Aaron and Parky. Well done.
Yeah.
Commiserations to Simon. He must have been quite disappointed. He got the opportunity. I mean, it was a big ask, but he could have topped the group there with a good result today. So you can see why it was a bit upsetting to him, because big difference between being in the silver and the gold.
Yeah.
He must have been fancying. He probably felt like he had a good chance of winning the whole event.
Indeed, yeah. Well, he had a good chance of winning this match.
Certainly good enough to.
And he came out and he got himself quite ahead, didn't he? Let's have a.
I thought I was going to win the event when I signed up for it. So.
Yeah. Well, if you don't think that, what's the point in signing up?
Oh dear, how wrong I was.
But But yeah, he went 4-1 ahead in this match after losing the first frame. He then took the next 4 and was in quite a commanding position. But Rio just took 6, 7, and 9, and then 10 and 11. So he got himself ahead.
I guess that was, from Simon's perspective, that was very similar to what happened to me in a few matches. I just kind of started out well, and then just never really was able to. I had quite a few games where I started out ahead and then kind of lost from being in front, and it's just a case of things went against me, and and you just lose your confidence, and the other guy grows in confidence. It's really hard to, if you're not feeling it, you can't play well every day.
No.
And if you're not playing well, it's really hard to try and turn a game round once it's kind of going against you and the other guy's in the ascendancy.
That's why it's kind of important to try and break the match down into a few sessions, and
absolutely.
There's 25 frames,
little
then
breaks
there's
and stuff like that.
You could say there's five frame sections of the match there, and if you can try and come out on top in 3 of them, then
exactly. You should go should break it down, go away, use the bathroom, have a drink or something, come back and try and reset.
Well, that's it. I mean, both of these players, by 5-5, 6-6, 7-7, 8-8. Neither of them really wanted to step away from the table for any period of time, did they?
No.
They wanted
to kind of neck and neck all the way up to, I think, what was it? I think Rio go 11, 8, 12, 9, something like that. So that was the first time he had there was a big gap in the score then. But then looked like Simon might have come back, and he, I think that, he had a chance at a yellow in the middle, and it wouldn't have surprised me if that rolled off rather than him missing that, because I know that table's a bit suspect for shots like that.
I mean, it has
but
had a
kind
new
of
cloth,
sealed his fate then, didn't it?
It has been levelled and such, but I mean, players will definitely bring up 1 or 2 issues with it, I think. But then that's every table, isn't it?
Well, this table's quite fast, and I know this one's been this one's like on a trolley, because occasionally they move it around, and this isn't like a solid floor, so it can move and stuff like that. So it's harder to level this table than it is other ones. But well done to Rio.
It was a fantastic match.
Commiserations to Simon. I can't speak properly. Commiserations.
Well, he's in the Silver Cup.
Yeah, he's still I mean,
and he'll have a good
it'll be
chance
disappointing
of
not being
winning
in the gold, but he just needs to kind of write this off and just say, right, I'm in the silver. Let's go and win it.
Yep.
And he's definitely got a great chance to still come away with something decent out of this event.
And we will be very soon organising the subsequent Challenge 25s. And moving forward, we're going to be I don't know how all the players will feel about this, but given that there was a bit of a crunch near the end for some players to try and get their matches finished, we're going to mandate a match every 2 weeks that has to be finished within a certain period.
Forever otherwise.
Yeah, so
I think I've got all my matches done by Christmas. So
and was it David Edwards was smashing them away, and Paul Pullen completed 5 of his matches very quickly.
Yeah, but then he still hasn't played his last 2, has he?
Yeah, so
just against his 2 mortal enemies, isn't it? Jack Coop and Brian Watts.
Yeah, so
I can see why he hasn't played those yet.
Yeah, so it's good to just I think set some dates against all the matches. We'll maybe go, okay, for the first 4 weeks you've got 1 match you've definitely got to play, but then every 2 weeks after that you've got a set match you've got to play. But there'll be no, players can play in advance their matches as much as they want. If you want to smash out your matches within the first 3 weeks and all your opponents are happy to do that, then that's absolutely fine. But it just ensures that the competition's going to reach, the group stage is going to reach an end at a specified date, and everyone knows when that's going to be, and then we can roll on with
this?
the next one.
Was it
November?
It was November, was it?
Yeah, start of November. So it's been over 3 months now.
All right, I was thinking it was September or something, which could have been 6 months, 7 months start to finish.
Yeah, I think our ability to assess time frames has been just destroyed from COVID, and
yeah, that's true.
I'm trying to get. Well, I think the government's going to be ending all Brexit COVID measures. I wish they'd end Brexit measures, but they're going to be ending all COVID measures soon. So
that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, we'll try and get 4 of these Challenge 25s done in a year, so 3 months for each one. I think 10 weeks. We might.
Are we going to keep the same format for the next time then?
I think we might tweak it a bit. Maybe increase the number of groups and players in total, but reduce the group size. So I'm not sure.
You'd have to have
maybe
fewer,
like 8 groups
fewer
of
rounds then,
6 players or something like that, and then you'd have 5 matches. But then
it
gets more money
go
in.
through or something like that.
No, we'd still have 2 for gold, 2 for silver, and 1 for bronze.
So you'd only have 1 person per group getting knocked out.
Yeah, but then
that would be really depressing.
Maybe we could throw a wooden spoon competition for them. I don't know, but
participation trophy.
I mean, if we did it like that with say £30 a man, then we'd be looking at £1,440 with 48 players. So then, you know, we got an opportunity to put some good paying places in the cups.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to see, because obviously it's gone on a while, but we haven't really got to the meat of the tournament yet.
No.
It'd be interesting to see what people's feedback of the event is like after they've gone through the gold, silver, whatever. And actually, you know, do you feel like you've got a decent amount of pool for 30 quid?
Oh yeah, 7 25 frame matches, and then if you get to the final, you've had another 3 potentially 25 frame matches. So yeah, there's lots of pool to be had for quite a reasonable entry fee.
Yeah. I actually struggle with these matches. I found I was getting, I don't know, I think I've got a bit of an issue of concentration and focus at the moment anyway, but I was just finding I was getting so bored halfway through the game.
Yeah.
Just especially the couple of games where I went really far ahead, and I was just, so 20, I don't know. This is probably a Simon problem and not an actual format problem.
Yeah, I mean, what's your opinion on continuing to play the rest of the frames? So I like the idea that you can earn your point if you win enough frames, but then I think when the player gets to 13, should that be it?
Very well done, mate.
Thank you, Rio. Well done.
Heading off, though. Well done.
Yeah, do you think we should just say when the person gets over the line, then that is the match, and you get to earn your points for the frames you won?
You're still trying to win frames up until the point where the game's won, aren't you?
Yeah.
But then maybe it's I don't know, is it a complication?
To just have it a race to 13 and you earn point. You get your bonus point if you get 7 frames.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, if you just, it depends really, doesn't it? Because if there's bound to be some games at the end of this event where people keep trying to win those frames. So if you look at that match with Simon, obviously we're at the stage where he needed to win to get in the gold, and he was guaranteed to be in the silver. So once he'd lost the games, those remaining frames are inconsequential and almost just rubbing salt in the wound for him. So you could see he's kind of just hitting the balls around because he didn't want to be there.
And in the end, looking down the list of frame rates versus points, I mean, we've got in Group A, well, Group A needs more completion anyway, but in Group B, there's no one on the same points, let alone, well, other than Kevin Butler and Joe Brown, and there's 6% difference in their frame rates, and so
in that instance, the actual frames did make a big difference.
I mean, we got in Group C. I mean, Group C, they're not going to finish level on points, and Paul Shears is down on the frame rate, as is Rio Smith at the moment.
Oh, I didn't
Daniel Ayling
Paul's
sitting
played
above
all his
him.
games, isn't he? Yeah, so the only thing that's yet to be decided is, so I'm definitely going to be 5th, and it's either going to be Rio or it's going to be Dan in 4th.
Yeah.
I think that's how it stands, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, hello, sorry. Bear with me a second. My girlfriend's trying to message me a load of rubbish.
Yeah, so maybe it's maybe we'll look at not requiring or not having the remaining frames played. We'll see. We'll put out the consultation. We just want to make sure that, you know, like 7 25 frame matches is a lot. So if it was maybe 5 race to 13s with the bonus points, maybe that would be.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to get some feedback, because I think let's say that I actually would have used Rio and Simon. That's not a good example. Let's say that, okay, let's look at Group B, for example. So we've got somebody like Joe or Simon
if Joe
Parker.
wins against Simon Hendry, then he's going to be on 11 points.
Well, I'm just saying, let's say they're playing against somebody like Connor Davison, who's obviously a really good, strong player. they might want to play all the games just to see what they can win.
Yeah.
You know, they're probably walking into that game expecting to get beaten quite significantly. But there's a big difference between losing, 13-1,
and then winning the next 10 frames.
Yeah, exactly. They could have, if they'd have carried on playing the match, it could have only been 14-11. But because Connor Davison might have turned off or something like that, and you still get your
chance to earn your bonus point, even after you've lost. You could still earn your bonus point.
Yeah, you've still got something to play for. So in that instance, they're probably. But then there's also the opportunity that they could lose 25-0 or something as well.
That's it,
so
and then your opponent
coin,
can get the extra points.
But I would want to try, and if I was playing somebody I knew was significantly better than me, I would try and see it as a challenge to see how many frames I could get out of them, just as something to go for. And
that's kind of the spirit of the competition as it stands.
Yeah, but also again, like if you're in a situation like with Simon Flaxman just there, when you can't get any positives out of it, you're just being forced to stay beyond your will. It's a bit of a double-edged coin. That's not a thing, is it? That'll be a mixed metaphor there.
Well, I mean, he could always just say, look, you can take the next 2 frames. I'm walking home now. So there's always
true.
that.
He could have just walked away and given him the game. But I guess he just wanted to look a bit more respectable. But then he didn't play like he wanted it to be respectable. So who knows?
A big head-down moment there for him. Hopefully
we've all been there. It is pretty. I think that's probably. It's quite crushing to lose to people that you walk into a match certain you're going to beat. But the trouble is, it's really hard to win those games if they play well when you expect to win, because you're on the back foot a little bit with your expectations, and it's hard to it's easy to walk into these games with the wrong mentality, and then you end up playing badly if you don't have a good start, and then it's to try and turn the game round and actually put a good performance in. So, it's hard to do. So I can see exactly how that result ended up the way it was, because I've done exactly the same. But that's because I'm rubbish as well as Simon Flaxman. I'm keeping my head together, apparently.
All right, well, thank you, Simon Ayers, for joining me on the microphone.
No, thank you very much for having me. I'm sure everyone really enjoyed me talking a load of crap like usual.
No, I think people do enjoy your contribution on this show. It's been said in the chat, and you have a lot of valid viewpoints in that and experience to offer us. So thank you very much.
No, thank you for having me. So
we'll see you on the next one at some point.
I'm sure I'll be around somewhere.
Yeah. All right. Cheers.
All right, cheers. Thank you.
Well, that was that, ladies and gentlemen. A 15-10 win by Rio Smith against Simon Flaxman. A real tight match until just the end there. Once Rio got over the line, that pretty much finished it off. Just a reminder that our next stream is an ad hoc money match day for £300. That's a race to 15 between Ben Lindsay and Rich Chalk. Please tune in at 4 p.m. on Sunday for that. You have been watching all this live action from Rocket Ronnie's Pool Hall in Southampton, with 20 English Supreme winner pool tables, 8 black pool tables, 2 snooker, 2 Chinese pool tables, and an American pool table, 1 dartboard, or 2, 3, I think. Live BT Sports on multiple screens. Lots of people in here tonight to watch the Saints march to victory, much to my chagrin as a Pompey fan, but there you go. I've got my own problems being a Blues. Rocket Ronnies is open 10 till midnight Monday to Saturday and 10 till 10 on Sunday. No memberships required, so pop on down and pay to play. And Simon Ayers, who has very generously given several hours of his time this evening to commentate with me, runs from 10 till 10 on Saturday mornings the Rocket Ronnies Q Sports Academy. If you want to get your 10 to 18-year-olds into some Q Sports, Simon will be happy to take them through all the fundamentals. He is a WPBSA World Snooker coach. He is DBS checked, and he's a thoroughly nice chap. So why don't you pop down? It's only £10 a session. That's £5 an hour. And that means it checks off your kids have done something over the weekend other than sit there on their tablets arguing while scoffing crisps. So why not get down? You have been watching Rocket Rackers TV. Please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell to ensure that you never miss a shot. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Take care of yourselves. Good night.